Alright guys, welcome back to Yo Spilt. Today we're going to have a awesome video for you. We are going to drive the Driven Films B16 swapped EG. I got Dell over here revving it to make some noise for the neighbors that are partying over there. But I have personally never driven a B16 car before, so this is going to be my first drive of a B16. And if you go on his channel and watch, we'll be doing a second video just for his channel where we're going to race the B16 versus the trap car. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, go give him a like, a thumbs up, a subscription. And this is the trap car over here. This is a H swapped CG, and this is his girl's car over here, which is a F20B swapped CG. And you'll see this one in the video on his channel. So let's get into it. Let's go take a drive in the B16 for the first time. So just put some gas in this, and now we're going to go on our first drive in the B16. So what's the setup?
well, you know, so we wanted to be extra fast, so we went with an LS transmission with a B16 fresh head, but about 270,000 miles on the block, so it smokes pretty good, but that's how you know it's running well. And eBay mounts, I think they were about $62 for all three mounts, solid mounts. And yeah, everything else, what I ended up doing was I bought an entire B16 Ej2 swap EJ1, and I ended up using the transmission in my H2B setup, and we kept the engine and just threw it in this car just so we could have a swap engine in it. But yeah, I can't be mad at it though, man. It's pretty fun.
So it's basically like a budget setup, yeah, using parts you bought off another car to make this car work.
Right.
Yeah, last time I was down here, I never put it on video or anything, but the motor was actually out of the car, and the valve cover was off, and he was asking, you know, if the head had aftermarket parts or anything, because the person he got the car from said it did, but then didn't really know, or something like that. So of course, you know, with a lot of experience of playing with Hondas, the head is actually really clean, has valve springs and retainers in it, and him not having a B16 before was scared to rev it and everything, and I was like, nah, just rev it, it's fine. As long as you got good springs and retainers in a B series car, you can pretty much send it. It ain't gonna break it. But yeah, so now the car runs and drives. Last time I seen it, it was single cam. So, but his H2B, if you guys don't follow his channel, check it out. We did a talk, well, about a year ago, a couple months. How long ago was that? We did a talk a while ago, and the whole video was talking about, you know, H series, B series, comparing motors. Like, you know, your basic B16 is kind of like an F20B in the H to, you know, HF world. Your B16 is that same version. In the B series world, GSR is more like a stock H22, and then your GSR or Type R would be like a Euro H22. You know, it's just a little higher quality of a motor. Yeah. So we did a whole video talking about that while we were driving the trap car, which, like I said earlier in this video, we were going to be racing the B16 versus the trap car, because I believe somebody in your comments asked about it. Yeah. Because they thought you were kind of puppy kicking because a lightweight EJ with a B16 versus a bunch of heavy Accords with F20B swaps. So the trap car is definitely a lot faster. The H series definitely makes more power than F20B. So I personally, no matter, I never drove this car before in my life until now, I'm pretty sure the trap car is going to win. The B16 might get out on it a little bit. Of course, I have a lot more experience racing at the track and everything, but with a car I never drove, on the streets I never drove on, you know, anything could happen. But yeah, for a budget B16 car, this is, you know, not too bad. So what header would exhaust?
eBay header, I think it was about $62, and full eBay exhaust 2.5 inch all the way to the back. We do plan on cutting off the muffler, because everybody knows the eBay muffler's got that rasp to it. So I want to cut that off and get me like a Vibrant knockoff, or either maybe a real Vibrant, but the ones like on the H2B, that thing is really nice. Like for $40, it's basically the same as a Vibrant, it's just no name. But definitely got to quiet it down some more, because it's too raspy right now. But other than that, The headers, eBay, everything pretty much eBay. eBay 2-core radiator keeps this thing plenty cold. eBay fan, like slim fan. I mean, eBay works. When you use it right, it works. So no complaints from me.
Yeah, another big thing is we actually went out to a meet, and we kept making jokes about being tuned and everything like that, because a lot of people that are doing Honda swaps just forget to do the final steps.
Yes.
If you just throw a computer in the car and it runs and drives, that's great. But every motor responds different. Every set of injectors responds different. You can throw a K in an EP3 or throw a K in a hatchback. You can get it to run on a stock K-Pro file. Yeah, it's gonna run. It's gonna pop VTEC. It's gonna feel like it's moving.
Right.
But if you don't actually have a dyno tune or a good tuner, you know, get the car running right, part throttle, full throttle, everything. The car's, you know, like I said, everything is built differently. It's not going to do the same thing.
Exactly.
And so, with that being said, what does this make for power?
152 horsepower and 110 foot-pounds of torque.
And then what does the trap car make for power?
204 horsepower and 172 foot-pounds of torque.
So it makes 20 more torque than this car even makes power.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But the trap car is a CG Accord, and this is a EJ.
Right.
So there's probably a 600-pound difference in weight, if not more.
Right.
The CG is a big body car.
Yeah, that's a lot of car. Full interior. I mean,
this isn't gutted either.
Right, but then you got like 9.5-inch wide wheels, and they're not like lightweight at all. They're just
the big heavy wheels.
Yeah, they're just for looks. So I mean, it will surprise me, but I'm pretty sure that this won't beat that. It's just the raw torque should just keep it out there. But I don't know, this thing surprised me in that video when I did that, because I was like, when it beat Nisha's car, the L20 BCG, I was like, wow, because that's faster than the wagon.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, I was completely surprised by that. But I don't know, man, we'll just see. I mean, the B16 keep on surprising me. And I know a lot of y'all gonna leave in the comments, because I got an LS transmission, do a B16 transmission, but I'm just not that big a fan of just full B16. So this engine's gonna come out eventually, like probably sooner than later, and we're gonna do an F to B. So I'm not too worried about the transmission right now. And I do apologize if you're really heavy into B16s, but this was more just a fun swap. I had the engine laying around, and you know, it's doing what it's doing. So
extra parts and throw it together.
Just threw it together with what I had.
So yeah, if you guys don't watch his channel, like I said, our whole chat before was H and F related. He does have an H to B car. He has an H Accord. He has an F Accord with all different motors, transmissions. And then your brother got an F swap wagon. Yeah,
Accord wagon.
Accord wagon. So if you are primarily watching Accord content, he is the go-to guy, especially for that. Like I said, you guys know I have the Accord, which I barely ever work on. Everyone always yells at me for not working on it, or my DA. But I've been waiting on parts for that. But I'll do update videos on those soon. Which way we're gonna turn? All right. So I know there's been a little bit of talking, so now let's do some pulls. All right. So one question before we do a pull: what is it rev to?
85.
85. All right. So guys, if you guys didn't know, I've been trying to show him how to no lift shift.
Oh my God.
And we did it in his CRV, which is a B series, and it was absolutely the funniest thing you can ever see. If you guys don't know, it just means you stay your foot on the gas and you just bang the gears. This thing's not slow. Oh, we're gonna lose the fuse box cover. We're gonna lose the fuse box cover.
Hey, it does that. It won't stay there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it does that.
See, no lift. You can do it. It's just, pretty high though, because there is no torque for sure. That is definitely a weird feeling.
Yeah, I know exactly where we end up. I may take that cover off though. That shit, we go past like 100. So
You gonna go fly?
Might fly off. I mean, I was racing Jeff and it just kept lifting up, but better to be safe than sorry.
I'm gonna say, when you raced Jeff, you drove this, right?
Yeah.
And he drove all the other cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're referring to a video he just did where he raced this versus pretty much all the other cars he has, besides the H2B and the trap car, and he pretty much beat them all.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not slow.
Right.
It's not no extremely fast car, but
Right.
it's not slow. All right, guys, so this is going to be the end of the B16 test drive video. I want to give a big thank you to Dale for letting me drive it. If you guys, like I said, haven't checked out his channel, go give it a check out. He does a lot of motor swaps, does a lot of Accord stuff. He just got into the Civic stuff. So, you know, he got the B16 Civic, he got the H2B Civic, and like he said, big things will be coming for this, probably F2B. So if you want to stay tuned for that content, there you go. And as you guys just seen, I got an EG coupe, so sooner or later I'll throw the GSR LS turbo something in it. We'll bring it down here, we'll go out to the meets and have some fun. We together used to think the drive was really far from my house to his house, which I live in Pennsylvania, he lives in North Carolina. But literally I hopped in the Juke the other day to come down here and it was like 5.5 hour drive. So it's not that bad, especially in the Juke. You know, you get 30 something miles to the gallon. I spent like 25 bucks to make it down here. Right. And I actually want to tell him congratulations on the wedding. He just got married, and that's what I came down here. Yeah, you can see the little ring. That's what I actually came down here for. So I always want to give him congratulations and thanks for the invite to the wedding. And that'll be the end of this video. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check it out. And if you like this content, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to YoSpilled if you haven't. Hope you have a great day.
Respect all bills.